Hey everybody, this is Alzorath, and welcome to Let It Consume, a incremental cult-like, of all things, original game mode with light narrative or a challenge mode. We're gonna go ahead and do story mode, because that's what I'm most interested in.
Yes, you are the chosen one. Don't ask me why, I think I'm a much better fit, but that's his will.
What are we chosen for?
Oh, what do you mean for what? You're going to help him rebuild his world into a better, more prosperous one. I know what you're thinking. I've seen that look before. Is this a cult look?
Well, I mean, kinda feels like it is.
Absolutely not. The C word is forbidden here. We're simply a unity-oriented community, guided by him, striving for a collective joy.
And multi-level marketing is not a pyramid scheme.
But anyway, all words are made up. What matters is our mission, to bring happiness back to the world, together, forever, happily. Why don't you start by buying that upgrade in the middle of the screen? It'll add some members to our community.
Sure.
In his light!
So that's the only upgrade we can afford starting out. It costs 0, I think. Start each harvesting round with extra minions. Okay, let's go get some minions.
Okay, now, you see that thing around your mouse? Well, not right now. I'd pause time while we talk. It's polite, you know.
If you can pause time, you are far more powerful than I. Oh wait, this is a video game. I can pause time too, ha ha ha! Anyways, a circular area will follow your mouse at all times. That's the harvester. When you start a harvesting round, a bunch of cute followers, let's call them minions, banana, will spawn. All of you have to do is keep the minions within its range and they will give you all their faith. For his light, we thrive. Okay, so I don't think they actually break, fortunately. So generally speaking, I think we just want to find two that are close together. Like, these are going to be relatively close to each other. Okay, so instead of destroying things, we are absorbing faith. Let's go check out some upgrades, though. So we're going to increase the harvester's area of effect so we can harvest more of our friends. I don't think we can actually get more of these, because I think there might only be one level on these. There's attack speed. There's somebody... attack speed. We're not attacking. We're recruiting. Play. Get some more resources. Unfortunately, there's not two that are going to be super close to each other. Oh, we got the opportunity. Yay! We got 2 in 1. And let's go get more upgrades. Now, starting out in pretty much all of these, you're going to be in a situation where the first initial bits of upgrades are either going to be super slow, or they're going to be wild and crazy at first and then slow down at the end. That's usually how games like this play. This one, we're getting about an upgrade per, and we do have like a path to get the next upgrades. I didn't get... Getting 2 in the same spot is still not that easy. Much less getting like 3. There we go. We got 20 off of that one. We're doing a little bit better. Upgrades. Let's go with... We'll go with normal attack speed. How much are these? That's 150. That's 5k. That's 150k. So there's going to be a lot of escalation. Unlock the preacher. Use your harvester to activate his sermon, which provides guilt. I'm guessing guilt is just another resource. This is faith. That would be super handy, but that requires 50. I think we're going to reduce the minion spawn cooldown first, because I am noticing that these are monolithic upgrades as opposed to multitude upgrades. Let's go ahead and stick with these guys for a little bit. Okay, so that one was a lot more profitable. Yeah, I have a feeling that's guilt, that's terror, and that's like the souls. I had to take a wild guess. I'm gonna reduce your cooldown. It's 500 for that one, 30 for the harvester's area of effect to go up again. We're gonna go ahead and get another attack speed as well. So this looks like it's going to be following a build kind of similar to feeding a black hole, where it is you're going to have a grid out this way, and then it's either going to loop back into these, or it's expecting you to like pick one of these as soon as you get up to a certain amount. We've got doubles over here. Not quite in range. There you go. Keeping track of where they're at and where they might like double up, like right here, is actually challenging. This one is a little bit more challenging than some of the other stuff we've ran across with these, because you actually have to keep an eye on like all the targets right now. Later on, I have a feeling we're gonna not need to do that nearly as much. And yes, we definitely want to at least over something each time we get one of these little procs. We'll go until we get 50. And obviously, oh, there's one up there. I do wish that there's like one thing that I do wish about this. I wish that the little ring actually filled up with a clockwise kind of action so I could better predict whenever we're going to be getting our various things. So let's go ahead and increase the harvester collection. And then we'll work on range next. Oh, wow. Stick with these guys for a minute. This is going to be way more profitable. Yeah, much more. Oopgrods. Okay, so let's make ourselves bigger and faster, and we'll give ourselves a little bit more time. And think, oh, that requires this resource, I'm willing to bet. Unlock the ability to convert minions by harvesting their faith. Upon converting, they will give a big amount of faith. Interesting. So that's going to be a whole different mechanic. So we've got two paths that require the new currency, which I'm guessing is this one. So we need 150 for that. I think we need to probably get more minions first, though. But all of those are fairly tempting. Yeah, they're not really sticking together as much as I would hope. Trying to get, oh, that's a good pack up there. Oh, we didn't get all four of them. I was hoping we would, but it's fine. Let's go ahead and get ourselves this sermon.
Ah, the preacher. Turns out faith flows much faster when properly motivated. And guilt is the ultimate motivation. Don't look at me like that. Spiritual growth requires pressure. Diamonds, coal, fragile minds, same process, but obviously not everything survives the refinement.
Oh no, we're gonna start killing people, aren't we? We're gonna start killing people. Boosted guilt gained when preaching. I wonder if we get guilt just by them bumping around on stuff. So we'd need to like have, yeah, there we go. Somebody gets stuck in there to get a guilt going. So if we can get another one in there, we can get guilt off of both of them. But unfortunately, we did not get a lot that time. We did get some guilt though. I can spend that guilt. Oh, these guys require a mix of resources as well. And we can start with more preachers. Nice. We'll start with more minions. We're going to start with more minions. Why not? And yeah, it goes back to faith as well. So this one, here's the Harvester's Faith Collection. We need 300 and 500. We could actually get that pretty quickly, I think. So yeah, I'm liking that this guy is just kind of hanging around in the middle there. And he is proccing on a different, like, rate than I am. But that is perfectly fine by me. Now, I do want to increase the Harvester's Area of Effect, because that's going to be kind of important for me. Boost guilt gain when preaching. Yes, please. Okay, so right now my goal is literally just keep that guy going, get as much guilt going as possible. Because they do kind of like stop in here too whenever he guilts them, which I do appreciate. Getting a consistent 2 guys at a time with faith is nice. Okay, and I don't know what our other elements are going to be. I have a feeling it's these. scares minions, and damage mode for your harvester. Right click or spacebar to sacrifice minions. Okay, so souls are the last currency, and this is fear. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and increase the number of preachers. We're gonna increase his area of effect. And we might want to get their sermon duration as well. Of course, us having them overlap like that is not really ideal. We do want to be getting more resources too. We didn't get a lot of the guilt that time. We got enough, but we didn't get as much as I was thinking we would, and we didn't actually get an upgrade that time. So I think I'm gonna go for influence for a bit, just to get a bit more. We can actually get real influential and get some more influence-based upgrades. The guilt ones are nice, but not necessarily, I don't think, yet. Upgrades. How much does this one cost again? 500 sadness. I'm gonna avoid spending guilt for a minute. That's 300. That's 300 as well. That's 200. I'm gonna go with you. Yeah, we're gonna work on our range a little bit and focus in on getting these, even though I do want to get a few more of you guys. Okay, so I think with more of those guys, the goal is going to be getting them kind of like active and then just letting them be, because they will continue to harvest as long as like anything is near them, whether we are there or not. Of course, whenever they're not staying near the guys, it's not going to get as much. Yeah, let's go until we get 500 guilt. I'll keep an eye on him over there. See if he gets near anybody, but unfortunately, it doesn't feel like he's going to. At least not real early. Okay, we got a bit more guilt that time. We got enough. Upgrades. Let's increase the Faith Collector. And we'll go ahead and increase the Frenzy as well. I think I want to finish off this side before we start moving on to the wild and crazy stuff up here. So, next one is 300, and we need Depression for up there to make it last longer. But with this just doubling it each time we get one of those upgrades, I'm a little bit more happy about it. Aw, he was just barely out of range. That's a good spot. Oh, we got 2 of them out of that. Upgrades, we can definitely afford you. We can't afford that just yet. That's going to be 500, but I'm curious what the conversion thing is going to do. Do they actually work for us if we actually do that? I don't know what conversion is going to do for them. And as long as we get about 500 off of this, I think we're fine. Yes. Upgrades. Let's see what this conversion thing is.
I see you've begun encouraging deeper commitment to our community. It's always touching to see someone give themselves completely to a cause, especially when the cause is him, for in his light we thrive. Oh, we can also get this. Sure, we'll increase your duration. Joyous Ascension. Increase the burst of faith obtained upon converting a minion. Converting a minion has a chance to add an extra second to your timer. The question is, what does converting do? Oh, let's see. We're about to find out.
I don't know what the conversion does. Let's play again. I'm going to try and convert someone again. Just because I'm interested. Do I still get faith from them when I convert them? Yes. I don't know what that does. Other than just give me a burst of resources. Great, you completed your first goal. When you complete a goal, you'll receive bricks to upgrade your settlement, as well as a new goal. In his light, we thrive. Did we get... Oh, we have settlement now. Okay, so we actually have a cult place that we can do. Okay. So what does this do? Can I actually do anything with the bricks? Build. Spawn a small auto harvester that moves around the screen collecting resources at a slow rate. Slot machine, gain a coin at the end of each round and use them to obtain amazing items. You won't receive coins if you end the round early. Some minions will spawn partially converted. Chance of increasing the harvesting round timer by 5 seconds. Increases the amount of minions spawned at the start of every harvesting round by 50%. We need Scythe Protocol for that. Receive a series of missions that will reward you with new backgrounds for the game, only affects aesthetics, and periodically spawn lightning to torment your minions while harvesting. You will receive faith for every minion hit by lightning. I'm gonna go with... Let's see what the slot machine does. Religion and gambling. They go together like love and marriage. Sorry. We could have actually gotten one of the 4-cost ones and put a single one on top of it as well. Go ahead and play. We will convert you and make you depressed at the same time. Go on. Give me your faith. Oh, it doesn't re-trigger them if my mouse is over the purple guys, so the purple guys will keep moving now that we've changed the times. Oh no. Oh no. Casino. Coin. Play. Oh. The gambling has failed us. Let's go with... Double the strength and area of effect. Yeah, we'll go for the double. Then we'll increase their influence area and increase the number of preachers. And we'll also go ahead and grab ourselves converting a minion as a chance to add an extra second to your timer. Seems like a good pick. Oh yeah. Bigger space, always better. I wonder if we'll eventually reach a point where they can cover like half the screen and we won't have to worry about any of this. There we go. Now we're going to start getting some of that guilt tripping going. Wow. I was about to say almost 1,000 faith and we got 1.4k freaking depression. Okay, so we're going to go with... that. More faith when harvested. Increase the number of preachers. And we will go ahead and get Joyous Ascension as well. We have a whole bunch of these. When preachers jump, they charge up the Will-O-Wisp, a projectile that generates guilt. Oh, now they shoot guilt? Okay. Join me, my minions. My guilt guys are far more aggressive now. I am liking just getting like one little group surrounded by a priest and just getting all the stuff we want. Yay. Upgrades. Oh yeah, how many coins do we have? Okay, so if we just save up coins, we can just get a 100% chance. I'm gonna go with... I'm gonna go Prolonged Harvest first. We have 2 coins, 5 bars. Let's go to our settlement real quick. Let's go ahead and build something. Let's build... I'm gonna build the windmill. I like automated crap. And off we go. It's not even that small. A good thing. We're not going to get as much on this one. Because everybody's moving away from our priests. Nobody wants to be guilted. How am I supposed to be happy if you guys aren't guilting properly? That one was a bad round. Let's go ahead and just play another round. See if we can get any spawns near. There you go. There's a good group. No, you guys stay near him. I need you to be converted and feel guilty about it. Feel even more guilty. A mediocre round. I should probably be moving more and actually targeting stuff with intent. But we completed another round. Go with some more upgrades. Casino. 100%. Spawn one additional preacher. Duration 2 turns. Okay, so they're not permanent buffs. Aww. Get more faith when harvested. And more guilt. Oh. Spawn a totem that converts minions for you. We can mess with that. And I forgot to actually invest in my, whatchamacallit. Yeah, what I should be doing is probably going between my dudes. And getting as much of them doing like guilt at once as possible, rather than just sitting in one spot. But I'm feeling lazy. Let's go for another upgrade. So we can get this. Totem spawns. Okay, things are looking a little bit better. Less clicks and reduce the minion spawn. We'll probably get green before we get purple, but you never know. And yeah, they kind of have to wander close to the tiny little spot to actually get the guild from it. I just feel like I'm getting less whenever I don't just sit in one spot. I think I might very well be getting less. Let's go and play again. We need 1,200 faith for the next one. Actually, where is our other creature guy? And they're just off in Narnia over there. It's fine. There's nobody near them, so why would I even bother? There's one. See, that was a lot more faith, but not a lot of guilt. We probably can only upgrade a couple things. Increase the conversion range of your totems by 50% is not bad. We're going to increase the harvesting duration, though, first. And we're going to do increase preachers' durations. I mean, we do only have 2. I thought we had 3 for some reason. But no, we only have 4 max right now. More. Oh, yeah. We actually got another upgrade, didn't we? So I need to be going after butts. Yeah, I need to be going over after the whatchamacallit. My brain is completely farted on it. The building thing. The settlement. There is like a lot to just kind of like keep track of in this. Settlements, you have cultists, you have multiple different resources. And see, we're getting more just being in there. Like staying kind of put. Let's go with extra starting minions and number of totems. We have 4 coins again. What do we get with those? Faith gained from harvesting plus 130%. Settlement, we do actually have enough bricks to build more. I'm gonna go with that. Houses. We have 1 spare, but I'm gonna save that for potentially like messing around with stuff. There's 1 conversion. Yeah, if we can keep like 3 or 4 guys in our little circle here, we can get so much more of like pretty much every resource than if we were just wandering around trying to grab them where they're at. But it involves having this actually spawn in a reasonable place. Because you can see 3K, 1.7K. That is a massive boost. We need 5K for the Profane Awakening, which gets us yet another resource. Don't think we really care about that too much. That costs 500 terror. So maybe we do need to start getting a terror going. We need 5,000 for that. You know what? Let's just roll with this then. I think the windmill just... Or did he just like randomly proc up there? Yeah, let's keep them all around this spot and just kind of go back and forth between them. This one should be fairly profitable. Yes. Upgrades. Profane. The monster is such a magnificent creature, isn't it? Love takes time. Doubt creeps in. Questions form. But fear? Fear doesn't ask questions. It's immediate and extremely useful, as you'll soon discover. Oh no. We are the bad guy. Just thought I'd tell everyone that. We are the bad guy. We'll go with you, and we will go with conversion range of the totems, because that's actually a fairly decent distance. Play. Yeah, that's slightly better. So we've gotten a little bit of terror here. So we actually do want to be just bumping those guys. That does force us to be a little bit more mobile with our stuff. We've only gotten 36 terror, but this is fine. $60 terror, not bad. What we actually have with that. So we need 500 terror for that, unfortunately. We're going to go with Bright Communion. And we'll go ahead and increase the Harvester attack speed. We do need that to keep growing. We also need 150,000 for the freaking Scythe one. Which kind of sucks. Go ahead and send some fear off. Oh, and if we set them off in the middle of a large group of guys, it gets multiple of them feared. Okay. Obviously, keeping track of everything going on is going to get kind of dicey after a while. So we need definitely more automation and stuff like that going on. Yeah, 500 terror needed for that. These guys need Depresso. They need to be sad. And that one requires terror as well. Joyous Ascension requires terror. So does Sacred Echo. Yeah, I think we went into that at the right time. So, yeah. Right now, I think we actually just need more of our core resource, though. I do need to probably get more of the little dino guys. Oh, this is too good to pass up right now. I'm not getting out of this little circle for a minute. Because that is a lot of resources. Yeah, and so now we actually do this one. So we got 3.6k there. We got a good one there. Oopgrods. Now you're working with terror. Number of totems spawned every harvesting round, yes. Conversion strength of our totems, or do we go Joyous Ascension? Monsters at the start. Monster's fear range. We'll go monster fear range up. Because this all requires faith and depression to get a lot of those, so. I'm gonna go harvester growth. Just to get myself a wee bit more room. I'm saving terror for over here in the Will-O-Wisp. So we get more. Just I think it's going to be functioning as essentially automation for us. Yeah, and until we get a good little like circle like this, I think we're fine to just go after the nonsense in the background. I need a higher spawn rate for our blue guys as well. That way I don't have to go all the way across the field just to get one. Yeah, we'll go until we get 500 fear. Fear's the mind killer, yeah. We're playing Dune now, apparently. Oh, that one spawned right in our circle. Good placement there, bud. And yeah, when to trigger those guys off is definitely a decision to be made. There we go. Oopgrods, we can get you. Next one is probably going to be Joyous Ascension over there. We're going to increase the range of those guys and conversion strength. Oh, and an extra second to the timer. Sure. So now we have bigger range on those lovely little totems that get us more fear. So as the guys are wandering around, we're just going to be getting fear passively. Or not fear, guilt. Generate all your fears, young Padawan. Kind of thinking that there's probably eventually going to be a way to just get essentially a bunch of green guys going. Green Man Gaming, no. Don't use gray market sites. They're usually not good. For the divs. Oh, we are definitely getting to the point where we don't have a reliable... I'm trying to think of how to phrase it. We're definitely getting to the point where we aren't getting upgrades every single time. Which is kind of unfortunate, but... It does happen eventually in all these games where you have to kind of start getting into the meta and trying to figure out what the game actually wants as opposed to just doing whatever you feel like doing. We didn't get a lot of fear that time. Number of totems, yes. And we'll go ahead and increase the number of monsters. Play, we now start with 2 monsters with which to torment our minions. Obviously, as the stages go on, there is actual incentive to increase the length of these, because it's not one of those things where the minions go away. It's one of those things where, hey, guess what? You're constantly just building up more resource harvesting points. You generally want to be just going complete ham on it. We got 616 that time. Oh, yeah, we'll keep playing. We need to get up to 750 for the next upgrade, I believe. Oh, that was our 50% chance of having more guys. Because we went houses. We had a housewarming present provided for us. I do wish that I could... This is going to be an odd request for this. But I kind of wish there was a way to choose where the positions of the towers were. So basically like a strategy stage or strategy display where you could choose where to place them. That way you could strategically place them rather than just have them be randomly placed. We definitely have one upgrade we can get. None of those are fear, so we're going to go and get Joyous Ascension. Increase your conversion streak taking less. Okay, that's not bad. Yeah, it's all Joyous Ascension. Reduce the minion spawn cooldown. We're going to go for that. We need 7,000 faith. So we need to not spend any, unfortunately. This seems like one of our better spots for now. Go ahead and get as many conversions in this one little area as possible. We're basically going back to our strategy of trying to get as much faith and depresso as possible. You like our depresso espresso? It makes me happy. Because it gets us a lot of resources. That was really good for our depression. That's a very strange phrase to say, but it was. We'll go for a Joyous Ascension, and we'll get ourselves some Nightmare material. Ooh, increases the monster's fear range. Yes, please. Increases the number of totems spawned every harvesting round. Interesting. So that ties back into this. And we can increase their rampages as well. Oh, and when the towers click them, they actually convert a little bit too. That's good for us. Do I need more faith? Yes. Faith is still super high priority for me. So we'll go with you being our central one for now. Didn't get hardly any fear on that. We'll do one more round and then we should be able to get enough for Upagrods. And that was a good spot, but it quickly became not a good spot because we only have 3 up here. And we're down to 2 down up here. Okay, so I guess we're doing a fear run this time. Definitely need more automation stuff. That will likely just come with time. So there we go. And yes, these are not strictly idle games. They're designed to be essentially short burst games, kind of in the same vein as a lot of mobile games, where you're intended to play for 5 minutes and then move along. Okay, Uparods, let's see what we can get with 7,000 faith. Could increase their influence area. We're going to increase the fear generated and their endless howl. Really, we need fear for a lot of stuff, so we should be focusing in on these blues. Minions may fall inside, granting souls. And we have been not using our casino. So we have 2 gamblers, 20% chance to increase round timer every second. You know what? We'll go for a 50% one as well. So I suppose you could play a whole bunch of rounds and get a whole bunch of coins and just go for like a super round. I wonder what happens if you get a 100% chance to increase the time by every second. I don't think that's actually going to be a strategy we can do. And yeah, our 50% chance of getting more minions, not really proccing that often. And it looks like the time does actually tick down a little bit faster as time goes on. Yeah, we're not getting a lot of faith each time. Let's go ahead and... yeah, we're going to send them towards preachers. That actually seems like a really good idea. More idols. Okay, so that was a decent enough upgrade. We have 3 preachers still. And they flee towards the preachers too. Nice. We have a nice big segment here in the middle. And they are getting chased in towards the preachers. I don't know how strong the chase effect is, but it works. Kind of corral them in one spot, and then all the fear and stuff we generate is even greater because as they run through there, they've got a tighter knit group of guys to hit. Let's see. We're going to increase the spawn of them. Increase the number of monsters. We need 50,000 souls to get the pit going. We're gonna go Rising Choir, and we'll get Sacred Echo. I think we need to finish blue and purple before we really worry about the stuff over here on the left. We're gonna have to eventually. Don't get me wrong. That's gonna be upgrades for our purple, but they're going to be over here. This will get us up to 3 preachers, by the way. Oh, that is actually a fairly decent layout for the fear totems, at least. Sorry, not the fear totems. The guilt totems. I keep calling them, like, everything but guilt. Run towards the faithful. Become one with the congregation. We're evangelicals. That is our current state of things. We are just evangelicals. We rule by the fear of hell. Upgrades. Upgrades. We're gonna increase the range of the 2 Thames. We're gonna increase the duration of the sermons. We need 1.5k to increase their influence area again. It looks like it's a few thousand on each of those. Maybe we should be focusing in on... Yeah, maybe we should be focusing on the blue guys. And just, if we get any preachers during it, awesome. Yeah, any blues we see, we'll just go immediately for them. We need to increase their spawn rate as well. Come on, keep converting. The more green we see, the better.
We require conversions.
We actually completed the requirement to get the next tier up. Ta-da! Dip-a-day? No, that's Iria. We actually have enough to get... How many blue? Oh, we did get a lot of blue on that one. Okay, Oopgrads. I want the 2.2k first. So I'm going to go with their range up. And we will go with Faithful Decay. So pretty much we're saving up for Rising Choir is where I'm at right now. Because I want to get a permanent +3 priests. Not going to do Casino yet. We are going to build a church. We're going to build a clock tower. That leaves us with one more upgrade to get, which is the lightning rod and of course, we're going to get the mission billboard, but I don't really care about getting cosmetics. It's not high on my priority list. So we only need about 100 fear. We should be focusing on fear right now. Anything else we get is just extra icing on the cake. Oh, there's another blue. Yeah, and I'm just going to send them off as soon as I see them. I'm sending them through the crowds. They will do what they can do to convert people to my side. Welcome to the dork side. Yeah, that one's not going to get anything done. This one's going to get one guy. Yeah, our little dinos did not get much that time, but we did get enough. We'll get our next upgrade. We need 3,000 terror for our next city upgrade. So let's go ahead and get ourselves strength of totems. I need to get the pit, so I'm not going to spend any more of our faith. We're going to continue focusing in on fear. Although that one's very tempting as well. I think the pit is going to be important for our next set of Upagrods. Because we're going to start needing souls, I betcha. It does feel like the towers are sitting in a fixed formation almost. I need more range for our blue guys as well. They have okay range, but they miss a lot. I can't control which way they go. They just go off in whatever direction strikes their fancy at the time. But I have a feeling if we can get just slightly bigger radius, we could get a lot more fear. And yeah, since fear is the requirement to get to the next level, should probably focus on it a little bit. We need 50k or just a super high amount of fear. And I feel like I'm mildly wasting the blue guys whenever I use them when there's nothing near, but they do kind of charge towards them at least. Just better than nothing. And I know that if I stop paying attention to where they spawn at, I am going to 100% lose them in the crowd. Like that one, I didn't even see spawn. So he was just initially lost in the crowd. Okay, yeah, we're playing until we got 50k faith. It's a faith-based process. I do wonder if this music's going to be YouTube safe. It'd suck if it's not, but if it's not, we'll let it roll and get claims, I guess. I'm always suspicious about that whenever I cover a game, because that can actually be a big problem. It can result in you guys getting more ads. It can result in you guys getting restricted access as well. Because if it's a regional, if there's like a regional block on it because of the rights holder, you can run into situations where you just can't watch the videos unless you're going through a VPN. We need the pit. Increase the area of effect on the harvester. Increase the sermon duration and will-o-wisp range. Oh, what the hell? Hi. What are you? Why is it very white? This is very blinding and I don't know what's going on. This is like playing on hard mode, my guys. Hoping it doesn't stay like this. That would actually be kind of awful. Although we are kind of, I think, nearing the end of the game. Reduces sponsor spawn cooldown, sure. We don't have those coins yet. Please, please, please tell me that was just like a random fluke, because nope. It is blinding. We are permanently in blinding mode. I don't like it. I do not need to be flashbanged by my game. I don't know if this is intentional. I might actually restart the game and see if it is. We're gonna disable glow. I mean, I can sort of see a little better like this. But this is just painful to look at. You're trying to hurt me, game. And we need we need 3,000 fear to actually do anything else. And it's just like jarring because we're going back and forth between them. So I will save up several rounds. Try and get at least some other upgrades. It looks like we do actually have less towers as well. We only have 3 of our towers. But we are gathering souls. Is there a way for me to disable you, Mr. Blackhole? Got 214 souls and nothing to spend them on. We need 150k to unlock the next tier of things. Come all ye faithful. Okay, we got halfway there on the fear. I'm not gonna do that one yet. I'm gonna go with influence area on the preachers. I mean, I guess we could. We need 150k sparkles. We could increase the fear generated. Harvester attack speed up wouldn't be bad. I'm going to increase fear generation. I don't think we're going to get a lot on Scythe Protocol to help us. Yeah, we're going to need to go blue so we don't end up stuck on this. Always the fear generation. And I don't know how tough it's going to be to actually get enough fear, because we're not getting enough monsters, I don't think, to actually, and we don't have enough dudes left because The black hole is eating them. Oh, are we getting blue just by... no, they're just giving it over time. After they've been touched by the fear guys. Yeah, we're getting closer. Harvester's attack speed. I need more fear generation. We're gonna go for... We need 2.7k for that, so... That is literally just souls. We're currently at 132 souls. I think that one costs some. So do we save up for 150k to get this? To get more souls? Increase the strength of our totems and joyous ascension. And yeah, that's just more guilt. So longer monster rampages, we need 2.7k souls. That kinda sucks. I think we're gonna go horde expansion. So we need 50k for that. We'll probably stay on this screen so we're not going back and forth between migraine inducing brightness and darkness. That way you guys can at least adapt to it a little bit. If you don't want to be flashbanged, don't watch the second half. Yeah, I do not like this. This is very, very rough. And things are getting feared from time to time. Whenever they're like here in the center. But how much did we need for that? We needed 2.7k for that. We need 50k for this. So, yeah, we're going to get 50k way before we get the other one. But I will keep moving towards both. Because the more minions we have on the field, the more souls we get and the more fear we get. Because they'll be running over it. We do not... It's eaten so many guys. Black hole was a mistake. And I do think that they are randomly getting feared. Because we're seeing fear pop up whenever there's no people getting messed with. But yeah, please do not have super bright backgrounds in your games. Yeah, we're getting less fear now. Upgrades. Let's go increase the number of guys. Monster spawn cooldown and delayed recovery and fear generated. Yay! We'll go ahead and do lingering embers. But yeah, we need 3,000 fear. You may notice our number of minions is nearing 0. We don't really have any way to counter that, despite us getting a minion upgrade just now. We got to 2,500. Okay, so we actually got that one complete, so we can get the shrines all set up, at least. Still not enough souls. Oopgrads. We'll just keep going around that. Settlement. Build. We'll do a mission board to see if we can get a different background for that. Okay, so that... We got new missions. Oopgrads. Missions. Base background. Okay, so we have Harvest a total of 300 seconds. Convert for a total of 200 minions. Sacrifice a total of 100 minions. Gain 100,000 faith. Gain a total of 30,000 guilt, fear, and souls. Most of those are going to be relatively easy. Send as much fear out as possible. Oh, 300 off of that one. Yeah, they're just randomly vanishing, too. That is getting us more faith. So, lightning good. Hopefully we can unlock something that doesn't leave everything super fecking bright. And yes, I am going to nag on that for the rest of time. And we're going to need 150,000 faith. We're just going to stay on this screen. I kind of wish whenever you had proc those guys, the priests, or I think they're priests, the cult leader guys, the ones that cause shame, shame, shame. I kind of wish that they also produced, like, maybe even just a reduced amount of faith. I still don't know what's up with, like, half of our towers missing as well. We're not getting that many souls either. Just making me mildly irritated. Upgrades. I'm gonna go and grab Bright Conversion, because that is, I believe, was that Fear? And we don't really have a thing to worry about with Fear anyway. We're still waiting for 2.7k Rampage duration. We need to save it for 50k there. Yeah, we'll reach those in no time at this rate. It does feel like we just have like half of our towers. Like we don't even have everything spawning, despite the fact that, hey, we've paid the resources to get them unlocked. Like everything is halved. Don't like it, I don't like it, I don't like it. I like the game. I think the game is a cool concept. I really don't know what is up with this freaking light mode shit. Turn it off. Okay, so we need 10,000 souls, by the way, to get to the next town upgrade. I'm hoping beyond hope this bright whiteness is not intentional. I've just encountered a rare bug. So if you see like a day one patch of fix the super bright nonsense, I will be very happy. The blinding black hole. That's the only thing I can think of that caused this, by the way. There's another one. Yeah, don't spend anything except in this to get Scythe Protocol. So we can only spend Fear. And Depression. That is Souls. We're not going to spend Souls over here. But yeah, you do need Souls to actually get the rest of these. And it does seem that the Fear guys do just disappear. It actually feels... This is kind of going to be a weird note. It feels like there's more things here than we can see. If that makes sense. Because it's... There are things getting frightened by stuff that we can't see. We just got a crap ton of achievements, by the way. Yeah, they're going down into a black hole in the middle. You know what I'm gonna do? So we got the upgrades. I'm gonna come back to this screen. I'm gonna restart the game real quick.
Don't look at me like that. You don't want to get your hands a little bit dirty? You crossed this line a while ago and you knew what you were doing. Those little creatures, they are here to serve us. I mean him. In his light we thrive.
Okay, so we got that upgrade. 100,000 and 50,000. Just grab as many of those upgrades as possible. Okay. I'm going to restart real quick. Hopefully it doesn't reset the entire run. You guys are going to see that screen for just a little bit. I'm going to see if that's a bug. Just by restarting the game. Okay, and mission-wise, we do actually have different backgrounds here. Let us play. Nope, it's still bright. So let's try swapping out the other backgrounds and see if that actually changes anything either. If you're gonna do a game like this, please do not have blinding pain, suffering. At least we're getting a decent chunk of resources from each of these little clicks. We're gonna get a good bit of resources, but we're still not getting hardly any souls. That one is 2.7k souls. We've got 390. We'll equip that one, maybe? Does that change anything? Nope. Yeah, it doesn't seem to influence this screen at all. And this really just doesn't feel intentional. That is a very tiny window. Yep, I don't know. We're gonna continue on. We're gonna beat the game. But that confuzzles me a little bit. Because we're gonna have to go through an entire other tree while staring at the blinding white bullshit. To actually get it. And I do feel this is unintentional. Because everything else so far has been dark. Reduce minion spawn cooldown. Increase the chance of spawning a minion after when one dies. Boost the harvester output. Your harvester's damage mode now also grants faith. We could just start spamming sacrifice. Yeah, let's just murder. We're becoming that guy, I think. A little bit of murder in your life is good for you. Yeah, we are going destructive now. We've sacrificed 100 minions. Oh, we got actually a lot closer. Oopgrods. Let's go ahead and increase the monster rampage. Souls given from pit goes up. Do we continue doing that? Increase the minion chances to enter the pit. We're gonna go with dual harvest. So we need 25k. Okay. Sacrifice mode engaged. So we need 25k to get that going. I don't think you're intended to be in... If this is intentional for it to be bright like this, I don't think it's actually intended to Trying to think of how to describe it. But yeah, I don't think it's intended to last this many rounds in this stage. I think we got this a little too early. Play again. We have to go for 25k. We can dual harvest and we can just leave this on constantly and get both spirit and pain. Of course, we are still getting faith because our automated gatherers are still doing just fine. They're causing them to get guilt and attrition and all kinds of other fun stuff. I think the only thing we're really not getting is terror. Terror for them all, which is kind of funny considering we are literally ripping them from the fabric of reality. You'd think that'd be mildly terrifying. Yeah, black hole doesn't seem like it's entirely necessary either. Oh, we got our next one. Eternal reaping, harvest 300 seconds. Okay. Harvest for a total of 300 seconds. Okay. Let's go to upgrades and see what we got. We still can't afford the one that we want. But we have most of the missions. 30,000 fears almost done. 30,000 souls almost done. What background do we like? Out of these, I'm going to go with that one. Settlement. 5 more. Some minions will spawn already hurt. Oh, that was the last building. Okay, so we've got stuff to mess with. I'm going to use my coins on the next round because I want to get up to 25,000. Oh, we don't have a goal now. Other than, I think, just completing the tree. We've harvested 30,000 souls. We still have almost 30,000 souls in the bank. Get harvested, bitches. Send me back to dark mode, or I will murder them all. We will never be going back. We will never stop harvesting their souls. Ghoul harvest. Summons more minions at once. Cool. Increase minion health and soul yield. Ooh, intriguing. 90,000 sparkles. We need more dudes spawning. Do any of this give us more dudes? Not really. You know what? Let's just start finishing the tree then. Give us faith and murder at the same time. Who doesn't want a little bit of murder? I think the only thing we have left is... I think we might have already gotten 30,000 guild, but I can double check. And yeah, this is definitely the way to get souls. I don't think black hole was the way to go. Even though black hole is mentioned in several of these skills, I really don't think it was the way to go. Okay, we got 15,000 souls off of that one. Yeah, there's not a goal down here. I don't know what the goal is. We're gonna finish things by their category. So all that's left is blue and orange. Go with that. Converted minions give more faith. Shameful whispers. Sure. Yeah, we'll just finish off blue, then we'll go orange, and then I think we might be able to hit the end. I don't know where the end is going to be located on the skill tree. We have definitely gotten as far as requirements go for upgrading our settlement. So there's not really much more progress to make as far as speed goes. We could possibly get some more things for spawning my dudes. There's that. Just need to find clusters of them and murder them all. It's fine. The monsters are just kind of wandering around by themselves or not even bothering to click on them. Yeah, that's kind of how it's going. Oopgrads. More minions starting out. And yeah, a lot of these are just requiring souls as well. Souls and fear. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, chains. Let's go with chains for a while. Is there anything in the settlement that we can do? Don't think so. So I do think there's going to be an ultimate upgrade somewhere. Somewhere in the depths of hell, they'll be gone. Be faithful. Be one of us. Join us on the death side. That's no moon. That's a god. Oh no. Not too terrifying. We are definitely getting our money's worth out of these guys. Oh, and we are getting souls for each whack on them. It's not even like you don't even have to kill them to get it. Just get it for whacking them. So you get 2 souls per whack, or they can just end up in a black hole. Oopgrads. We're going to increase the harvester's attack speed. Fear range, and more souls upon the devouring. It's still jarring every single time we come back into light mode. You'd think that they would give us fear while being chomped on, too. Maybe that's a future upgrade we can get. We're not getting guilt, which, I mean, I can't blame them for not feeling guilty about being eaten, but I can blame them for not being afraid of being eaten. Little Illuminati-looking dudes. They're so Illuminati. Someone's gonna hate that. And this is just pretty chill. Incremental, and no, I'm not having to click for each of these. It's just whatever. Oopgrads. Convert. Oh, there's even more out here. Okie dokie. Yeah, we definitely. I think we need to be going for more fear. Increase the harvester's faith collection to Jesus. Yeah, we need fear. If we see blue, we hit blue. And yeah, I think this is a visual glitch simply because there are guys coming out of like the woodworks, like we hit them. Like they're just appearing out of nowhere with their little blue auras. So I think something is mislayered or something in here causing this. I don't think this is the intentional display. So don't hold this part against it. Focus on the gameplay. Focusing on the sultry commentary. Oopgrads. Spiritual harvest there. So we need souls, fear, and his chances of hopping into the pit. Yeah, we are running out of upgrades, so it's going to be down this way somewhere. We need 25k souls for the mass initiation. Summon more minions at once. So yeah, we go for 25k. How long ago was I saying we should go for 25k? Probably quite a bit. And then I got distracted by other stuff. We do actually need more fear as well. Yeah, doubling their spawn-ins at least gives us more dudes to harvest. And yes, we could switch over to just doing normal, but I think the black hole's bugged. I think we already have over 25k souls. Upgrades, yes. Okay, so now they spawn doubles. Damage output, 1,000,000. Ugh. Well, actually, we're not that far off of it. 120,000 to increase the maximum amount of minions alive. Think we need Depresso for the HP thing, unfortunately. Doesn't look like we need it for literally anything else, so that's just going to eventually be available. We need guilt to make you guys more durable to the harvesting. Need your faith to be more resilient. We require our faithful to have a lot of meat on their bones. So I'm guessing we're going to be able to get maybe like 10k per. I actually haven't put any points into the spin the wheel of goodness. Even though we have actually technically, I think we might have soft beaten the game. I'm not positive. We're literally here letting God eat things. It's having a little bit of souls for a snack. Upgrades. We'll go with the burst of faith. And these are all just souls and faith, so we'll get those eventually. We need 30k for that, so we'll be able to get one of these before then, right? Nope. We'll definitely be able to get the deep breath. Although it feels kind of superfluous to be getting fear now, but you never know, it might prove useful in the long run. As we send more and more demons to pursue our feats. Yeah, I find these kind of games relaxing. I do think I've pretty much worn out everything you can do with this one. Because we've already gotten the achievement for building the whole settlement. We've already gotten the achievements for the missions. Don't know what achievements are left. Go and knock out these guys. Now, one thing I am going to note. This one is intentionally short. We have gotten this far in an hour and a half. So, I have a feeling we might actually beat it before the 2-hour mark. Upgrade. Oh, we're getting closer to that at least. Let's go ahead. I'm going to increase the range there. They'll have 35k. I'm going to go ahead and increase the chance of them entering the pit, and we're going to get the harvester strength. We need 2.5 mil for more health and soul yield. Okay, that's fine. The more health they have, the longer they can give us other resources as well. But a lot of our upgrades are just going to be get more faith. Feel guilty, you fiends. Oh, and we're practically one-shotting them. We definitely need to improve their health and wealth. We'll do this one for souls, and then we'll do a round with it not on this. We're just gonna try and grab as much faith from them as possible. They're still gonna go into the black hole. We're still gonna get souls. Let's not murder everybody just yet. Get ourselves some guilt. Because I think, what was it, 65,000 for the next tier? As long as we're getting a decent amount of guilt, we should be fine. Yeah, we've got enough now. Let's get on a murder spree again. That should be enough for this one. But yeah, we get a decent amount of guilt whenever we're not just straight up murdering our minions. So the more durable they are, the slower they go down, but also the less amount of souls we get from them by having it auto-click on them. Upgrades. Oh, okay. Oh, we only need 1 million for that. So yeah, we're going down the orange tree. Hopefully this will eventually reach the point where they are just the beasts of doom. I do find it funny that they just kind of like fade out. And that is another reason why I think that there's a high possibility this is supposed to be on a dark background, because notice whenever they go, they kind of fade to gray. And they kind of disappear in a way that would disappear a little bit better on a dark background. Okay, so they're all dying. Still a little too fast. I think we need to get up to 1 mil. We already are at 1 mil, never mind. That is 2.5 mil for that. Increase the pit size whenever it devours a minion. Oh. Oh. Okay, we need 1 million souls for that. That's going to be a little bit harder to do because we're only getting like 30, 40,000 a run. That would be a lot of runs. So I'm going to go for faith this time. Maximize my faith. Yeah, we're not even going to go for stealing souls this time. Because we need them spawning way more frequently to get up to multi-millions on those. But yeah, I'm going to need millions of faith. So we need, what, 2.5 mil? And yeah, hole growing. I can't even see the edges of the hole, my friends. Oh, that one was just, I'm hauling it. We'll play again. Because we are going for the souls this time. We'll go until we have about 2.5 mil soul faith. Sorry, not souls, faith. That way we can get our HP upgrade so we can harvest even more from these guys. And it'll build up other resources we can use. Just grab as much as we can. It's probably going to be, I would say, at least probably 1 more run, if not 2, until we can afford that other upgrade. If we have another one like this, it'll just be 1. What other upgrades can we get? That's 2 million. I think we need the yield, and then we need 120,000 souls to get more minions. And reduce their cooldown as well. At least things respawn fairly quickly whenever they're dead. Yeah, once we hit 2.5 mil, we should also be hitting 120,000 souls. But we will switch back to murder after this one. Because who doesn't like a nice little bit of murder? Yeah, that's a pretty decent little spot right there. Ow. Sorry for whacking the microphone there. I don't know, I've been like real fidgety today as far as playing the games. Like while I'm actually playing it, like even whenever I was doing Baldur's Gate 2 with Gablin, I was fidgety. Oopgrods. HP. Increase minion chance to enter the pit. Okay, so we need souls for everything except for that. I think we go for just smacking them down. And just go for souls. How many can we get this time around? Probably not a ton yet. We're only getting 11 per tick. But they are respawning at least a reasonable amount. And they are just going into the hole. The hole. I think it's each time they die it should increase. I didn't actually read it. Probably should. Because I want to see, are they supposed to spawn a new one? Let's go read that real quick. Increase their chance to enter the pit. Increase the maximum alive. That one, increase the pit size whenever it devours a minion. So it's only when it devours. Okay. We can get up to 70% there. Are we going to get 100% on that? Maybe. Let's go for it. I didn't look at what it required, but I think it's probably just souls judging by where we're at in the game. So 70% would mean that we're probably not going to run out of bodies. Running out of bodies kind of sucks. We only need 2 mil to actually get the one on the right, so I'm not going to be switching off of this just for that. And obviously, as we start getting higher chance for them to get into the pit, I do think that that one on the left, the one that requires 1,000,000 souls, is going to be the one that we need to be looking at for actual completion. Because we are getting close. I think that's going to be the first step. I don't think it's going to be that one specifically. Okay, so that one is reduce minion cooldown. Yeah, this looks like it's going to feed into something that's going to get us a lot more stuff to be able to do this one. So now we have a really high respawn chance. We have double respawns. Which I think means we might end up at a net positive. I don't think we're going to get 1,000,000 souls in one run. Unless we get like really lucky with placement. And look at all the damage we're doing. I didn't think this was going to be a one where we destroy folks, but I mean, considering it was a cult, maybe I was underestimating the late game. So you basically start building up like, oh, I'm going to start getting these guys for resources, and now we're going to start murdering them for resources. We are good like that. And yeah, it looks like we do make a net positive, funnily enough. This is the first time in a while we've actually ended up with about as many as what we started with. We're not even paying attention to most of the resources except for that and the souls. So this is our next one. It's 250k. We can get that in one run now. Which means they are going to start rolling towards the pit. Once we get the run towards pit one. Don't know if there's going to be upgrades down that path. But there very well might be, and we might just end up going the route of keeping our cursor away from it so they can all just run in there and make the pit big. Because that could also be a requirement. making the pit a certain size. It wouldn't show, it might not show up if there's not the ability to increase the size of the pit. And maybe this white background's intentional and the pit's going to turn it back to black. We did restart the game, so that is all I can think of to solve this other than straight up editing the game. I don't know if this is done in Godot or not. It started up like it was done in Godot, because usually whenever I first launch a Godot game, it's really slow to start up. That's just like not an abnormal thing for Godot games for me. 3 souls given by the pit. Yep. Now all we have to do is go for a mill. So 1 million souls. And that is the last visible upgrade for us for now. There might be one on... I think there's going to be one on the other side of it. If I had to take like a wild guess. That's my assumption here. After they've been touched by the hand of God, they run to the black hole and share its fate. A fate of doom, a fate of destruction, fate of the end times. Are we actually going to get 1 million on one run? Yes, we did. So we're definitely getting a lot more resources here. We are only an hour and a half in. Obviously, there is also a challenge mode, where you actually need to be a little bit more persnickety about what you are spending your points on. But I don't think we'll show that off today. If there's interest in it, I can show it off as a separate video, though. We got 1.4 mil. Looky there. Oh, these have multiple growth things. So we need millions of souls for those. So I think probably speed and size are going to be the most important ones for me. No, this isn't right. I was the chosen one. It was never supposed to be part of the offering. Please, no, don't. I think you offered everything. Faith, souls, devotion, all devoured, but the hunger remains. It always remains. This is definitely black background. Minions consumed 2,546. Upgrades bought 145 out of 170. Faith gathered. Time served 41 minutes. The feast has only begun. Do we try and complete the rest of these? That is nothing left there. We could go casino. Get ourselves 11 of them. See what all they do. Fang to the Damned, Harvester damage. Okay. More timer. We've got 40%. We've got faith gain from harvesting, so we've only gotten up to 40% on the dice. I kind of wish I could see a list of these. Totem conversion efficiency. We're going to be converting fast. Oh no. Oh no. Plus 1 additional preacher. Okay. Let's play. Oh no, we only have 20 seconds. We have a 40% chance of getting more time, and also we have a bunch of things that give us more time whenever we convert stuff and all that other fun jazz. We're still net positive on time. We started at like 20. So do we just go endless or something? Or is it? It looks like there might have been a cap on, yeah, what we could actually gather there. So there is a limit to how much time you can actually add in on stuff. But we got about 2 million. Maybe a bit more in the way of souls. So that's not bad at all. But yeah, we hit the end of the story. So I do believe that we should probably just call it there. Increase minion health and soul yield. I mean, yes and yes. One more round. I am slightly sad that we ended up with the white screen. It's probably just a bug in this version. There's going to be a day 1 patch. This hasn't released yet. It releases soon. PM. So they still have a chance to patch this. This is pre-release version. Do keep that in mind. Also, I think I just saw, yeah. Another reason I'm pretty sure this is bug. To do with the presence of the black hole. Watch the edge of the screen whenever the purple wave things go out. They go out onto a black background. So this white background is probably a sprite that is having an error. Didn't like load properly or something like that. We got all those, so they don't lead off into other ones. Do we go for a max on those? Nah. I think we're good. So I'm going to go ahead and call that a video on this game. It is pretty cool. I might finish this off screen if anything weird comes up. But keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This has been Alzorath. Bye.